Hello everyone, I'm Rob Smith of Smith Black with the Strat Time Report, and we are starting a new week, and we're also going to start a new month tomorrow. So, when things occur matters, and where we are and all this kind of stuff matters. So, if we go to a monthly SPY here, which side of this thing we going to take out? Right, we're dead in the middle, right? After last month's back and forth. So how do we get out of this? The good thing is, on a positive note, that it's been a while since we could have full time frame continuity to the upside. We've been red on the month for pretty much the whole month, but that can change come tomorrow. So on the weekly, we knew this: almost everything hammered. Right, we gap down a bit and then take it out, but then start to retreat a little bit. If you go down to a 30, you'll see this: two up by taking these highs out. We call that triangle day out. Two down to 2-2 reversal on the 30. Now you got a new 60, and now you're in the middle of this stuff. Do we take out that or do we take out that next, right? So far, things are holding up all right, but once you get outside of this thing, this daily, once you took that daily and you take that weekly to the upside, you want to stay up there, right? So they just bring them in, but we'll be aware of these levels, certainly above this for the rest of the week, because if you're going to take that out, then you can start talking about the month, because it would be an outside month, two down, 322, but you got some distance on that, and that's going to be up there around 458.12. So you got some distance on that to go take that out. So what we do is we like to identify participation groups by price and time, right? The monthly, the weekly, the 60 daily groups, and today on a Monday, the daily and the weekly are the same opening all day long, and the 60 is with them on the opening. Then the second hour, it's just the daily and the weekly, and then tomorrow the daily and the monthly will stay the same opening. So Wednesday is we call the uncoupling, the second hour. That's when we finally have four separate openings for those groups, and we gain more information. I was talking this morning to the gang here about, a common mistake is people pouring through charts and then blowing up right out Monday morning, being like, here's my best idea, I'm going right now. We gain more information as time goes on. So right now on the 60, we had a 2-2 reversal, two down by gapping down, then two up, and then this is a slight two up, and if we're below this for the next hour, then we're a 2-2 reversal back down like we just had on the 30 minute. If we go to QQQ, and the Qs on the 30 also, two up, two down, 30 reversal, now potential 60, because a lot of things tested these weeklies, but then sold off, right? So we want to see that, because then we're coming into tomorrow. You've heard about tuning around Tuesday. Do we re-break these weeks, or do we go two up, two down again on a Tuesday, right? Because we're still red on the month, and you got a new month coming. Well, once again, Qs, how are you going to take out this month? That's what we want to know about, right? So if we go to the diamonds, Diamond's still an inside day, Dow Jones. So doing nothing. Inside day, inside week. And once again, pretty much middle of the month. Maybe a little bit closer to the bottom, but we'll see when we come in here if we can start a new month as an inside day. That would get my attention. Here, once again, that two up, two down, 30 reversal. If you go to the small cappers, and small cappers tried to come take this out, right? We had a lot of potential rev strats on the week. The inside bar, the two down, and then the two up. But like you can see, almost everybody did the 2-2 reversal on the 30 back down, right? Doji on the month, a little bit closer to the highs, but that's got to change eventually, right? So did notice a few things. They're coming into the war machines again. Northrop Grumman just got some exhaustion risk going into the highs, stalls out. Let's see if we can get any 60 out of that thing. Right now it's trying to rev strat 60 back down. Inside, two up, and then down. So we'll see if that resets up. And that tells us LMT here, just 2-hour pattern stalled out. Like a lot of things, they came firing out of the gate, and then that was pretty much it. So we'll keep an eye on these futures to see if they keep backing off. Also, General Dynamics in there, you throw that in there, but now backing off with the rest of the market on that 60. Some of the GIMPs coming back around here, and AFRM, you can see this is going to be a tough one on the month to take this out, right? But a lot of people's gone after a lot of these beaten names, and if you're going to do it, just do it the right way. Here, at least you got a 2-2 reversal on the week. Here, two down, two up, over 40.20, right? If you can hold above that, you have your 2-2 reversal week instead of just buying the falling knife straight up. If you go to UPST, and UPST here, you can see this inside week to the upside. somewhat holding better than the rest of the market here. And you can see this lower low on the daily. Now we're looking to take this out. And if that works here on the month, it's a 2 up, but just retrace. So next month, if you can take these highs out, this 157.38 it looks like, that gets my attention. And right now, you have an inside week to do it. It's been a lot higher, so we'll see if that sets up again for you. If we go to Tesla's, and Tesla getting a little bit closer to that monthly high, and that's also an outside month. 2 down. That would be a 322 on the month if you can take that out. Starting off the week with the shooter, hammer counter. And so Tesla this week has my attention over 856.73. You're there. Little Momo hammer on the day to come back up. And one of the things that you always want to look for is like real chop range like in here, right? That's going to be the middle of the try. You got slight higher high, and then boom. If this breakdown doesn't hold and you start ripping back through here, you're looking to take all these guys out. All right, because that's your chop shop. This is your price discovery, and then another price discovery back through them. But we'll see. You got that weekly to work for you if it stays there. If we go to PayPal, speaking of broken stocks, that if you're going to go after PayPal, you just wait. Right, the monthly is going to be a real tall order to turn around. Right, that we know, kind of like Facebook. But if you're going to get the shorter term here, the 2 down week, the 2 up, over 111.10. It hit it and then backed off. So we'll see if that sets up again over the course of the week. We got some Bitcoiners on the move again. Mr. And Mr. on the 2 down, 2 up, weaker. Still handling an inside month, which is good because the month is about to end. So if this takes hold and continues, then you can come in tomorrow and you can go 212 on the month and go back up. You can see the higher high, the lower low, right? If these 4 months were 1 bar, all this stuff would be inside of that, you see, and this is where the price discovery started over again. Higher high, lower low. Now you can try and take it back up. We'll see how that monthly goes tomorrow, and that's your SIs and all that kind of stuff. Here also inside on the month, but you have the 2-2 reversal weeks, and obviously watching all that with the Bitcoiners. If we go to ZM, all right, Kathy, here's your chance. We know this has been broken for a long time. We know it's inside year and down on the macro. Macro will be coming out this weekend, but if you're going to bottom pick, do it the right way. 2 down, 2 up. Over 130.73. It's there right now, and that's good for the week as long as these futures don't keep deteriorating. Watching these SPY continue to try and drop back in, so we'll see. Was that 15er? Dropping back in. Here's your 15 broadening formation, because these bars here are an outside bar of all that, and that's how you draw the broadening formation, because software is going to present the data the way it wants, but we know that both sides of ranges get taken out, and that's all we got to know. They tested this, they tested that, and now we're back in here. How do we get out of this is what we want to know. If you go to AMC for those apes, AMC now fading after trying to take the ref strat. 1, 2, 2 on the week. Handily an inside month, right? So we'll be aware of that going forward. But for the rest of the week, if you can stay above this, 18.13, you're coming back in on it now, like a lot of things. That rev strat's in force, but market's still somewhat deteriorating here. Also coming back into some energies. EOG was having a nice little day. That's 2 down, 2 up, and opening is handling an inside week, but we'll see how that goes after last week's 2-2. Nice one. Now coming in with market. How about PXD? PXD now coming in with market as well. Inside day to the upside. We knew there's a lot of inside days over there. Oxy having a nice day. And Oxy outside day to the upside on the week, taking the 2 down, 2 up on the week. That's good, and we know Oxy's been a lot higher in the past, and that's what we like. This used to be somebody's. Market's still deteriorating here just a tad. Also, we have some of the cybersecurity names. FTNT coming up, going to close out an inside month, but near taking it out, which is good. They're real close to doing that. Cyber, how you doing, buddy? Cyber coming up here a little bit, also an inside month. Palo Alto. Here, how's the NLOC doing? Nlock going rev strat weaker. 1, 2, 2, and off she goes. And you can see all this pivot machine gun in here on the daily. I'd keep an eye on that one. If we go to some of the solars, to Sedge coming up here, SEDG. SEDG had a nice little morning, now fading with the market. But it takes that 2-2 month to just run out a month. 2 down, 2 up. And how's FSLR? FSLR setting up the hammer month for tomorrow. You can see all this business in here too. So you can watch all of these together. CSIQ coming up on the month. All right. So right now, still an inside month. So depending if that stays or not. If not, just a delayed 2 to the upside, and watch those all together. If we go to LHX, also them war guys having a nice little day, and you can see this just continuing that strong week from last week. Big green bar, just exhaustion risk here going into the recent highs, but we'll see if that sets up again. Let's go to the 30. New Lola's kicking in here a little bit as they start to back off. Checkpoint, also nice month, right? And that's what we like, nice long green bars, right? Because they tend to get greener. And you can see that last week had a nice week and now trying to follow through again. Market's still deteriorating here, folks. SPY still coming in, right? Still dropping in to go maybe test those lows. If I go back to that 15, you'll see it like this if I blow it up a little bit. Whoa, that's a bit much. Let's try that. There you go. So how do we get out of there? Right now, as far as we know, trying to go down and test those lows. If we go to the 60, once again, that's a 2 up, 2 down on the 60, right, until the bottom of the hour, and we'll shrink that down here, and that's below this. And you see a lot of things trading similarly. 434.20 below that. You can see that's below there now. So just like all those weeklies, you know, when the futures get active, a lot of things look alike. There's a lot of weekly hammers out there to see if they, once these things mellow out, they start to rotate in and out of certain things. Like you can see going into the cybersecurity, going into the energy, stuff like that, and the weapons. If we go to EPAM on the downside, this thing's getting crushed inside and down off the 60 right now. 212. Demolished on a 2-2 reversal day. This thing is getting demolished. How's the 30? There you go. So this is the kind of combos you look for. Inside bar, poke up, boom, rev strat. Going to stop these guys out, these guys out, and these guys out. And if that works, it's going to give you the continuation on that 60. And there you go. Below 228.59. Look at that. Trading 206. Real nice. And we go back to that 30. As soon as it breaks this. 250. Trading 205. There's a nice 45 bucker puker for you. If you go to Triple M, not totally getting killed, but inside day and back to its just puking ways, because we know this thing's had so much trouble with this monthly here. So inside day, be aware of that. If you go to Molina Health having some issues here, and you can see that 2 up, 2 down to start the week off. And if that works, you might take that out, and you're setting up closer to the downside for the month, for the 2 up, 2 down reversal month. You can watch that with all the health cares, obviously. If you go to iPaper, and iPaper, you always want to look for this when the market starts to back off. A 2 up, 2 down day, right? For these two to become an outside bar of that, right? And on the month, that's a 2 up, 2 down month still. Then you wait for what? Triangle out. 2 up, 2 down on the 30, and down she goes. If you go to PPG, and PPG, the 2 up, the 2 down day to start off the week, and that's a 3-2 down on the month. Still red, still working. Then you wait for them, triangle out up into here, and then boom, down she goes. If we go to IPGP, and not the end of the world, but these are things you look for here. The 2 up, the 2 down to start the week, and if that works, you might get your inside week and down right here to keep an eye on that after you got your inside 30 down. And one more, VTRS. Ow. 2 up, 2 down, and just getting lumped. And here. A nice long red net. Now you got your inside 60 down there. We'll see if there's anything more of that. Once again, SPY to start off the week gives you that broadening formation. It's a 2-2 reversal on the 60 right now if they're going to continue to bring these things in. That's going to do it for today. I'm Rob Smith, Smith the Black. Strat Time Report.